So this is kind of a strange experience for me because normally I don't start the program like this. And it kind of feels like I have a straitjacket on, a little bit. But I am doing this because the community is growing. This community is growing. And I have been told and nudged and guided and noogied that there are people, can you believe it, that don't want to get up on Sunday mornings and get dressed and come over here. I mean, what is that? What does that mean? But there are. So what I'm attempting to do today, and forgive me if I'm not quite the bubbly self that I normally am, is I'm trying to create a container where I can actually be contained on the little machine that Gary is running up there. Because there are people that are watching us and participating in Lake Harriet Spiritual Community in the comfort of their own homes. So we're trying to, and if you've been with me before, you know that sometimes I could just literally I could be in the other room, still doing this service. So out of deference to our larger community, I've decided that the best thing to do is just sit my ass down. And we'll just see how it goes from there. I can't make any promises. So welcome to Lake Harriet Spiritual Community. Welcome to you from Lake Harriet Spiritual Community. I'm kind of upset and not in the best place that I could be, because I have been doing a lot of energy work, healing work, and I don't know about some of you who might do this kind of thing. You might do it, you don't even know you're doing it, but you open up to the larger power and you allow spirit to come in to help for a variety of things. I feel like I'm jingling. Am I jingling? I'm jingling, aren't I? My little angels are jingling. I'm sorry. See, Gary? I apologize. There. So I've been kind of upset, and the reason why I've been upset is because I'm aware more than ever before that our collective shadow is showing. And it hurts. It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart to see people choose so badly. And I'm kind of caught in that, you know, when you go in a vortex like in a pool and you let go and you simply are being taken to wherever the current comes. That's kind of how I feel right now. And so I want to share it with you. We just had Black Friday. We are having Cyber Monday tomorrow. I've heard now that we're going to have Thanksgiving Thursday. We had Thanksgiving Thursday. Did you know that there's Thanksgiving Thursday? It always used to be Thanksgiving Thursday, but now Thanksgiving Thursday means something. It means you can buy shit. You can go to a mall and buy stuff. So today, I'm going to make this Sacred Sunday. Sacred Sunday. Because I'm so tired of watching people sink to the lowest common denominator of their humanity, and I'm tired of watching it. I'm just sick of it. I don't have TV, so I get my news and pictures of side boobs and Jennifer Aniston on a Huffington Post. So that's how I know what's going on in the world. And I go on to Huffington Post and I read article after article and see video after video of people acting like animals. And I mean, I've seen it, you know how it's gotten worse, like over the last couple years, you've seen it get escalated. It's gotten kind of crazier and crazier. And this year, it really hit me really hard because I just couldn't believe that I was watching people punch each other, knock people over, walk over, literally walking over another human being. And there are stories of tasing and stabbings and all sorts of just horrible, horrible things. And I'm watching this, and now I'm 3 things removed from this because, A, of course I never set foot in any of those places. But B, I'm not seeing it kind of live on a television. I'm seeing it through a little screen on a Huffington Post, and I'm reading it, and I'm still having this effect on me. It's like, it just bothered me so much. And I'm looking at this, and there's people stealing TVs, or, not stealing TVs, but buying TVs and buying tablets and crap like that. And yesterday I read something that was, it was like I got punched in the stomach. Fights broke out over towels. Towels. So, of course, I have the privilege / obligation to try to be spiritual when I see stuff like that. And I believe that there's lessons in all of it. So I got so angry. Did anybody else get angry when they saw that? When they just saw the base humanity of all that? Just nasty? And I thought, okay, so what is this here? What is this lesson, and what am I supposed to get here? And why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Why are they acting like, God, if you knew how many times I use the F-bomb in my life normally, it just is like, it takes every fiber of my being to not say it right now. What makes somebody do that? What makes somebody fight over a towel? Really? How many towels have you guys bought over the years, right? Dozens and dozens. This sucker, this is probably 15 years old. And I'll probably have it for another 15 years. Yet, what would possess someone to go at midnight, or rather at 8 o'clock on Thanksgiving Thursday, and threaten the life of somebody in a towel aisle in Walmart? What brings somebody to that? So I think about it and I go, now, first of all, I don't know about you guys, but I instantly went to Judgetown, right? Like, who raised these animals? Who does that, right? I go there and judge. And I basked in that for a while. And then, okay, so what makes somebody do that? Well, there's a couple things that came up to me. One is, we have perpetuated a culture of lack, where the media whips us all into a frenzy, telling us there's not enough. There's not enough for you. And so we all think that, hey, Thanksgiving Thursday or Black Friday, we're going to get something. We're going to get something that we, what? Deserve. There were people that thought, I deserve this towel. I deserve that television set. I waited all day in the cold. I skipped my 4th serving of pumpkin pie to get here. And blankety blank, I'm taking that blankety blank TV. So there's this sense of deserving that people had. Okay, so I see that. I see the lack. I see the lack of deserving. What else is going on there? What else is going on? Well, I think one of the things that's happening is energetics. And if you've seen any of the videos, you'll see that when they opened the doors, there was like it actually looked like a wave of people coming in. And as I looked at it again, I noticed it's less of a wave and more of like a buzzing, like a hive would be. And they just, whoosh. And what I noticed if I put on my energy glasses is that not one of those people is grounded. They're all fluttering. It almost was like little birds, big, nasty vulture birds. And there was all this activity up here. Everybody was up here, screaming and yelling and punching and throwing things and all that stuff up here. And nobody was down here. The only people that were down here were the people that got knocked over. And so to me, the first lesson that I had was, okay, this is a grounding issue. None of those people are grounded. They're stuck in their second chakra of pleasure. I want. Gimme. And they forgot that they have the rest of themselves. And then, of course, when they forget that they have the rest of themselves, they certainly forget that there's something beyond them. And they certainly lose sight of the humanity around them. So I thought, wow, that's a grounding lesson there. And what it really represented to me was I started to think, okay, so you take this thing that's upset you, because it's, the thing that's really, that just gets me absolutely nuts about this, is that there's so many other things that are so much more important that we should be putting our energy toward. And I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but honest to God, you guys know what I'm talking about? There's people all over this world dying with no food and no shelter, all alone. And we're fighting over towels in this ridiculous country. Sorry. See? This is what it looks like, folks. This is modern day spirituality. If you thought I was going to come up here and shit gold and say everything's perfect, you came to the wrong place. Sorry. I'm trying to walk it just like you are. I'm trying to not be angry. I'm trying to find the better way. So I look at it and I go, okay. Clearly, what is at foot here is a massive, massive amnesia. Cultural, humanity, amnesia. They've forgotten. They have forgotten that they're divine. They have forgotten that they're a part of a system. They have forgotten their heart and their compassion. They have forgotten that they are not alone. And the pain of that disconnection has become so great for them that they've found replacement in towels. The pleasure that is had by acquiring something. So, of course, the big step with any person who's a modern mystic, which I am and I know all of you are too, is how does this affect me? Because I can tell you, well, you've already just seen it. You've already seen how high and mighty I can get, how sanctimonious I can be. So the bigger step that we take in this walk is to go, how does this affect me? What's the lesson for me? Right? It's not enough for me to just be Judge Judy. I want to be able to learn from this and grow from this. So I look at it and I go, okay, so what is this essence, Theresa? What is the essence of your bugaboo? What are you upset about? And I thought, you know what I don't like about this is it's a mine mentality. Mine! Parents out there, how did you like it when your kids said, mine? When they grabbed a toy from somebody else? And that's how they did it too, right? They grab it, and they hold it really tight, and they get really angry on their face, and they go, mine! Mine! And it's just, even like there's that movie with the kids, with the little birds, Finding Nemo. Mine, mine, mine. What I was getting so upset about was this mine mentality. That there were these people that were willing to hurt and potentially kill because it's mine. Okay, so let's examine mine. This is my towel. This is my towel. And I didn't knock anybody over for it. It is my towel. But before this was my towel, it was my mom's towel. And before it was my mom's towel, it was Target's towel. And before it was Target's towel, it was probably, Courier Express Trucking Company's towel for a period of time. And then before that, it was Fieldcrest's towel. And before that, it was somebody in the United States. Isn't that charming? That's how you know how old this towel is. It was somebody who made this towel. But right now, this is my towel. And someday, this won't be my towel anymore. Someday, I may choose to let the doors blow open on abundance and prosperity such that I can move to a new home and buy all new furnishings and linens. And I get a garbage bag, and I throw this towel in that bag, and I take it to Goodwill or to the women's shelter or somewhere like that. And then it's not my towel anymore. Then it's somebody else's towel. Maybe that might happen. The fate of this towel. Maybe my daughter, when she's 18 and going to college, and she wants linens for her dorm room, she may take this and it becomes Emma Rose's towel. And maybe it becomes Emma Rose's towel when her mother is on beyond her physical form and I drop my body and she gets a load of crap she has to go through. Maybe it then becomes her towel for a period of time until she decides to do something with it, right? So this concept of mine is kind of a joke. It's not real. It's just not real. It's like, it's for a little while, but it's not forever. So, but there's a charge to the feeling that you get when something is mine. It's mine. My car. Anybody got a connection to their car? Because it's my car. Or my house. It's my house! I say that to my daughter. It's my house! No, it's not really. We have all that stuff. And so then let's dig into the things that we saw on the computer and the things that we saw on TV, which was the worst of. That's just simply loud enough for us to recognize it in ourselves. That's the gift of those goofballs, is they show it to us. They're just a technicolor, screaming, profane-laced nut job that shows us the screaming, profane nut job in ourselves. And I go, okay, so where have I fallen into this trap? Well, it doesn't take me very long. I can be cavalier and glib about a towel. You think I'm as cavalier or glib about my gigs that I get for my speaking engagements? Or cavalier or glib about my money? It's my money. Or here's one that, I bet you guys will feel this. My time. This is my time. Don't you impinge on my time. And we hold it. We hold it like it's, this possession of ours. And I've gotten upset where it's like, I can't believe that my time is being affected by me having to do something I didn't sign up to do. And this notion is the small part of us. This is our shadow talking. And what's happening, and I'm completely sincere when I say this, I truly believe that we are at a time in humanity where a second kind of species is being created. A super species of human who wakes up from that ridiculous fantasy and starts to realize, wait a minute, I don't own anything. I'm giving all my energy to this thing so I can have more of mine. There's a super species, and I believe every single one of you is a part of it, that's going to wake up from this madness. There's going to be the people in Walmart that aren't going to wake up from the madness. In fact, they're going to sleep more and more and more. Because only people that sleepwalk do that. So here's the thing. We're having a separation. We're having a separation of the people that are waking up and the people that are falling asleep and staying asleep. And we have to look at it honestly and say, where in me am I living in that? Ask yourself that. What in my personal life, what am I coveting? What is mine that I'm holding on to too tight? Or a fantasy or an idea or an identity. I am a wife and a mother. And am I holding on to that as who I am outside of me? Because mine is always about something out here. It's always about something out here. So here's your opportunity to wake up on Sacred Sunday. To wake up and start to see that you don't want to live like that anymore. You don't want to live in the way that drives you to make unconscious decisions to hurt somebody or to ignore somebody or to not operate from a place of compassion. It's your time to say, stop this now, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm just not going to do this anymore. I'm going to be a part of this super species. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing is we got to own it. We got to just own it. We got to own where we do these things. And we also have to own what part of us gets satisfied by the external. You know what I mean? Like there's something about the fact that we derive pleasure from stuff. And it's kind of just like, it's hard for me to even talk about this because there's so many people that don't have anything. But we get caught into stuff. We get caught into when I get this, or I gotta hold on to that. So just really ask yourself right now, have I externalized my joy? When am I happy? Am I happy when I get this, when I get something? Am I happy when somebody tells me I'm awesome? Am I happy when I get, time off that I don't have to do anything for anybody else so you can kind of have a little vacation from your life? When are you happy and when have you externalized your joy? Because part of the goal of us as a super species is to start to recognize that there is no outside. There's no outside. There's just here. In here. If those people who trampled another human being for a towel or a PS 70 or whatever they are, they forget that that they are in here, that they're amazing. They forget that they're spirit. They forget that everything happens the way it needs to happen. And here's a little tidbit too, funny little factoid, is when you do that, when you let go and release the need for mine, and you actually do just sink into I am, and you are in that vibration of integration with spirit, and you are in that vibration of integration with each other, and you're in that vibration of integration of the moment, stuff starts coming to you. It starts coming to you. You don't have to go knock anybody over. And when I was, first starting in my speaking business, I, competed against other speakers. Like, I'm going to get that gig. I'm more perfect for it. They'll want me more. And I'm elbowing my way in energetically. Get in there, get in there, get in there. It wasn't until I stopped doing that, it wasn't until I went, oh, wait a minute, that's not working. And it's not only not working out here, but it's not working in here. It doesn't make me feel good. So what can we do to allow more joy? Then I really got to the point of being okay with me, even if I don't have 50 gigs, even if I don't have this money, even if I don't lose those last pesky 5 pounds. I'm talking to you! Even if I don't do all that, I'm still okay. And I ask, there's a difference between surrendering and giving up and surrendering and trusting completely. That's where we want to all get. Surrender and trust completely. Because Spirit is in radical support of you. All the time. Every day. It wants you to succeed. It wants you to be happy. It wants you to be joyful. And it wants you to have the stuff that you want, that gives you joy. So how do we do that? We step into that place of integration. So we're going to do a little meditation on that. We're just going to kind of get the vibe here. Close your eyes, relax. Just fully be present here. Breathe. Nice and big. Do some cleansing breaths with me. Breathe out all the stress of the holidays. Just let it go. Let go of anything that isn't you. Imagine that the vibration of the drum is just sort of washing you off of all of the gunk, all the stuff that is somebody else, somebody else's drama, somebody else's desire, somebody else's agenda. Just let you emerge. Just shake it all off. Every time you feel that vibration going into your body, into your mind, into your field, just let it shake off all that stuff that isn't you. And letting the best of you come in. The super you. With your next breath, I want you to imagine that your spine is like a big tree trunk. So much life force in it. Nice and strong. And your nervous system are like branches that go to your hands and go to your feet, go to your head. With your next breath, I want you to imagine that those roots that are in your spine, those energetic roots that are in your spine now, go past your body and plunge down into the earth. Imagine that your roots are diving underneath this building, going deep and wide. And you can feel them spreading out, going 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, 50 feet, 100 feet, 1,000 feet. 100 miles, 1,000 miles. Your energetic roots that started within you are going all the way down until the very core of the earth. And your roots just wrap themselves around this beautiful iron core crystal. Feel yourself actually being pulled down towards the ground, gravitational pull. You're sitting up nice and solid and straight. You can feel your energy getting stronger as you feel the dialogue that begins with you and the earth. This rock that you decided to come down to, your home. And imagine that the earth begins to enter into your roots, feeding you, watering you, growing you. And feel that energetic root grow. And you can start to feel the earth's energy in your legs. You can feel it in the bottoms of your feet. Strong, solid. Going on up your legs. Breathe and feel it in your pelvis. Feel the energy of the earth in your pelvic floor, that strong, solid feeling that everything is okay, that you have everything that you need, that you are not in lack. You are provided for. Let any fear that you have, that your feeling of safety or security or financial health, let any fear that says you might not have that, let that just melt off of you. Let only strength remain in your trunk. Let only the knowingness that everything is happening exactly as it should remain inside of you. You are removing all of the fear. You are removing all of the doubt, all the worry. Removing all of that feeling of lack of deserving. And you know that the earth is here to support you. You feel it. You may not have words, but you don't need words. You feel the strength traveling up your spine, into your belly. That strong, solid foundation. Breathe. Breathe in the earth. Breathe in that strength. Breathe in that power. Let it come on up into your heart. Into your chest. That all is well. All the time. Breathe and let the energy of the earth travel up into your shoulders and into your arms. Solid. You feel your body getting heavy. You feel yourself being more and more present. Breathe. Breathe into your legs. Breathe into your hips. Breathe into your spine. Breathe into your back. Breathe into your abdomen. head, clearing away all those thoughts, those flittery little thoughts, those airy, fairy thoughts that are buzzing around you of not enough, less than. And have the earth energy replace it. Breathe and feel yourself solid and secure on the ground. Feel the earth's coolness in your body. Breathe down into her, being thankful for her. Feel that energetic pulsation between you two. With your next breath, imagine that Spirit, the Creator, Great Mother, Great Father, begins to pour in you from the top of your head. Starts bathing you, softening you, softening your eyes, softening your mouth, softening your ears. Let that energy of Spirit of Creator come on in a little bit more into your neck, softening your neck, relaxing your shoulders. Let it drip down your arms, relaxing any tension that you have. Let it just bathe your heart. This beautiful, gentle, loving presence of the divine enters in more fully into you, into your belly, into all of your organs, into your hips, into your pelvic floor, into your legs, into your feet, and outside of you. It bathes your auric field and brings you to the place of grace. Breathe and feel that dance inside of you that has the equal mix of solid grounding and beautiful flowing spirit. Breathe into your heart and imagine that your heart is like a sacred container that holds your soul, that holds your spirit, your essence. Breathe into that place. And from a very, very humble heart, ask Spirit to help you in your moments when you are in the shadow. Help you to turn on the light. Help you to see things clearly. To feel things from that sacred place. And allow that place that you've just touched in your heart to begin to radiate outward so it fills your entire body. that place where you know that you are more than your body. That place where you know that you are infinite, that you will never die, that unlimited you. Let that fill your entire body. Calm, peaceful, trusting. Breathe and allow the trust to grow beyond your body, filling 3 to 4 feet around you, radiating your divinity. 3 to 4 feet around you. And everything is fine. You're still safe. Breathe and allow that orbit to grow, to fill this room. Let the edges of your essence fill this room, going right against the walls. And then let it go beyond the walls and go into this entire city. Sending that essence of trust and love and presence all the way through this city, radiating outward from your heart center. Let it grow till it covers the state. Feel it in Albert Lee, feel it in International Falls. Let it grow to the neighboring states. Let it grow to this country. And as you continue to grow, to surround this world, know that as you move into this place of divine integration, you will have a positive impact on this world. You will wake people up. You will remind them of their light. You will show them the way. Breathe and allow it to just be in absolute harmony with the universe. Being grateful for the moment and trusting that all is well all of the time. Trusting that you don't have to hold on so tightly. You can surrender and give it up to Spirit. Whatever it is that you want in your life, whatever it is, take that prayer and make it the most humble prayer you can imagine. Put it in your heart and then let go. And know that it is all happening for you as you stay in this space of sacredness. Before we come back into the space, while you are feeling in this place of integration and grounding and openness and allowing, I invite you to have a few moments of silent time for you to dialogue with your Creator, for you to send any healing or any prayers that you have in your heart, so you can use this moment to create. Thank the Creator for all that you have been given. Know that all of the lights will shine that you need on your path. And with your next breath, move your fingers and your toes. Come on back into the room with me. And I just want to leave you with one thought as we are challenged by these times. A painting that I saw many years ago in the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City was Claude Monet's Water Lilies. Has anybody ever seen Claude Monet's Water Lilies? It's this huge 3-panel gargantuan painting. Enormous. And you'll notice if you ever see it, people will start right up here, this close. And all you see is just junk. Looks like my 12-year-old could have done it when she was 2. Just dot, 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 blah, blah. Just speckles of nothing. And you go, whatever. Why is this guy so famous? And you keep looking at that same spot, and you keep thinking, well, I don't think that's all that great, whatever. I mean, what's the big deal? And you go 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 until you're about 12 feet back, and then you see this incredible thing. We are in a water lilies moment. Let's not get caught up here. Let's not look at the little dots. Our challenge, our opportunity, is to pull back and see what's really going on. And what's really going on is this is our finest moment. This is when we wake up. This is when we get into the groove. This is when we realize that we are. Thank you.